Business and thought leaders convened in Accra for a CEO's breakfast and networking meeting aimed at promoting conscious leadership as a model to strengthen small and medium enterprises, improve governance, and drive Ghana's long-term economic growth.
With 92% of Ghana's businesses classified as small and medium enterprises, contributing nearly 70% of GDP and employing over 85% of the workforce, leadership is increasingly recognized as a make or break factor for economic growth. Yet, research shows that 7 in 10 startups in Ghana collapse within their first 5 years, largely due to weak governance, poor structures, and the absence of sustainable leadership models. Ghana's 2024 World Economic Forum Competitiveness Report ranked the country 103rd out of 141 economies in corporate governance standards, underlining a critical leadership gap that threatens business survival and investor confidence. A chartered economist and convener of the meeting, Reverend Justice Sego, stressed the need for policies that expand access to financing, mentorship, and regulatory support for SMEs, especially youth-led startups.
One of the bane for SMEs is lack of capital, lack of money. So companies should continue to create that environment for them to have access to funding, access to money, to scale, to grow their business. And of course, one thing that we lack is mentorship and coaching in our space for the SME sector. So I feel strongly the government can come up with a mentorship and a coaching program. I know some entities do that in bits and pieces, but I feel strongly that as a nation, we must have a mentorship and a coaching program for our SMEs, especially the young ones, the emerging ones, the aspiring ones. We need that help. And I feel strongly that we have experienced entrepreneurs who can hold the hands of the aspiring and emerging ones to help them scale and to grow.
Professor Emeritus Stephen Adai of Ashesi University called for leaders to balance profitability with ethics, stressing that conscious leadership is no longer optional but essential for business survival.
In this day and age, you need to balance how you treat your people, how you exercise power, and then be a person or a business of integrity. It is possible and should be the norm, as it is in other countries, that you can make your profits without sacrificing integrity and treating people as human beings.
The meeting concluded with a consensus that Ghana's transformation will depend on a new generation of leaders who align power, profit, and principle to drive sustainable growth.